Hey, it's Andrea. Today's video is about patience, having patience in business and also in life. So I had a private message last night, it was like 10:30 or something, and why I answered private messages at 10:30 at night, I have no idea. But, for the right people and the right questions or whatever I do. And this is somebody who had been kind enough to comment and like and be present for some of the videos that I've been doing, and articles that I've been doing for the 30-day free traffic challenge is what it's called. But really it's about creating content that allows people to find you organically or appreciate you organically and then be able to know, like, and trust and transact with you. It's the whole game. So patience is one of the topics. We have this list of topics that we can pick from. You can follow along. I followed along, I'd say probably 75% worth, and then there's a couple that I've deviated more into my own topics. And you get to where you begin to see content possibilities everywhere, and it can become overwhelming just in that respect. But the thing that I want you to know today is that why she messaged me is because apparently there's this leaderboard picture thing that's in the back office of this program that we're doing, and I'm a gold level something, blah blah blah, whatever. It's about earning levels. There's like I don't even know it was there, honestly. I'm like, it's a where? And she's like, I'm so impressed, and this and that. And, yeah, it's impressive to see somebody who is doing, it's inspiring, really. It's not even impressive. It's inspiring to run into people in real life who are doing things. Jeez, man. It's my daughter. She just ran into the library for a minute. It's inspiring to see people who are doing what you are aspiring to do. And so I've had, results in this business. I've had results in other programs, and people will eventually find you once you start having results and start asking you, what is your secret, basically. And so I found myself really at, it was 10:30 at night, so give me a little slack, but I just didn't know what to say, because she's really new, but she's been super persistent and super consistent, and for this challenge, and she's like going full out, like way more than I am with the content. And all I know to be true is that the more that, so this is about patience, but really it's about persistence. So I said that a minute ago. It's a persistence thing. Patience, yeah, but persistence while you're being patient is the key to all of this. So one of the things that I did find, so I'm trying, like, racking my brain, what can I give this person? This, she's so excited, and well she should be, because she has been showing up. But there is a level, there's some kind of a tipping point in that. You never know quite where it is when you're making content, when you're showing up, when you begin to create your own offers and your own opt-in lead getting mechanisms and stuff like that, that you begin to have, there's like a tipping point to influence, I think is what I would call it. And you have to just have faith and show up regardless of what the outcome might be. Because if you're showing up because you're going to have a thing at the end, it doesn't translate too well. But if you're showing up just for the pure joy of showing up, and the curiosity about how it might turn out, and the interest in other people and how you can serve them and how you can solve their problems, and then going and creating a thing that might solve that problem, or create a community where they can solve that problem together, or whatever the thing is that you end up becoming drawn to, that's what your patience and persistence will give you the opportunity to show up for. I know this isn't a straight, like, I really wanted to be able, I said to her, I wish I had like 2 sentences that I could give you to, like, shift your whole mindset around this, but there isn't. There just isn't any two sentences, and there's no guarantee. We just have to show up because it's something that we really dig. If you're showing up for any other reason, like if there's not a bone deep curiosity about how this might turn out, if there's not a real heart for being able to help other people, you're just not gonna get it. It's not gonna kick in for you. But there are some practical things that you can do while you're waiting. Basically, you're waiting, sort of, but it's an active waiting. You can get really good at headlines. So headlines are like the hook, the thing that causes people to pay attention in the first place and click. You can get really good at those. Get really good at storytelling. Drawing from your own personal experience is huge for connecting and building rapport with people and having them feel like you're not just some random person on the internet, and they can become invested in your life and your everything. They can become familiar, and familiarity, when matched with transactional opportunities, can mean quite a bit of money. For both of you, ultimately, the point is that you're going to be solving problems, and maybe money isn't the outcome for the other person. Maybe it's whatever it is that you're offering, but the point is it's a win-win, right? So what I found for her, like, I was racking my brains. I'm in bed, racking my brains, trying to not be dodging her questions, but also not having any real answers for her. She's like, well, what do you do for traffic, and what do you do? And these are just not the right questions. The questions are they seem like the right questions, but it isn't how things work. However, I thought of a thing that I had written that I'm going to put a link to it below this video, because I had forgotten that I'd written it and I never finished the project. So talk about being persistent. So I did this, or patient, or whatever it is we're talking about, because they all go together. I have this thing. It's called 5 Steps to High Ticket Yes. So high ticket is the big secret that to my success, my personal success. High ticket has been the only thing that has worked. I'm not a volume person. I don't drive tons of traffic anywhere. I don't really drive traffic at all. She's like, did you do ads? And I was like, no, that's not it. Guess again, basically. But what I do have the capacity to do is write and do some videos, but I write, and I got really decent at copywriting. There's always room for improvement, but I got decent at it. And I also I got good at creating little doorways for people to come through to say, yes, I want to be in this loop, doorways, that sort of thing. And this is an example of one. So people were asking a long time ago, it's been like 3 or 4 years ago I wrote this thing, and I completely forgot it and never wrote the emails to go with it. So if you're watching this and there's an opt-in, there will be an opt-in to pick up this thing if you want it. It's called 5 Steps to High Ticket Yes, and what it is the five pieces of the puzzle that I identified when people were first asking me how I was making high ticket sales. And I think what I'll do is I'll use the rest of this challenge to flesh out those videos that I never made, to go in the emails that I never wrote, and maybe I'll finally get this particular funnel done. Wouldn't that be cool? So anyway, patience and persistence. Be in an active stance while that's happening. Be enjoying the process, because if you're not enjoying the process, it's going to translate in all of your marketing. So there's no point. If you're not enjoying it, go do something else. Honestly, it's just not worth it. But if you're enjoying it and you're finding interesting things, and you can share bits and pieces of your journey, and you can share things that you learn along the way that have frustrated you, perhaps, always good things that you can be in process of sharing with people. And then always get to a point where you begin to invite people into your realm, because that's where the transactions are. That's where they happen. That's where they happen for me, and this is me talking from my experience. So yeah, I don't know what you're going to take away from this, because it's always something different for everybody, but be patient with yourself, keep showing up, because that not showing up makes, it just sort of X's things out if you're excited. If you're not excited, if you're not interested, if you're not intrigued, if you're not driven to share some of this stuff, or sort of overcome your own shit in the mix of things, because a lot of that can get in the way too. If it's not exciting, if it's not interesting, if it doesn't feel fun, then don't. Okay? Okay, so yeah, there should be a link down below. If there isn't a link, it's just because I just threw this video up, and you can feel free to private message me, and I'll just message it to you, and we'll do it that way. But yeah, so this is me always like sort of, when I started this video, I didn't have an intention to give that thing away. It's only like 11 pages long, and it's really easy to read, and it's really me on a plate is what I said to her last night, and I hope that it's been useful to her. I haven't heard back yet, but this is also the other, so here's one other piece of this puzzle. Build your airplane while you're flying it. Yes, you don't have to be all the way ready. So at the beginning of this video, I didn't know that's the thing I was giving away, or that I was giving away anything. I actually didn't even all the way know what I was going to be saying. But I had that thing, so sometimes you got to be creating materials, and then you find an opportunity to share with people in a way that's going to be useful to them. And I don't even have the opt-in, like I don't even plan for to get the opt-in done, which I can do at this point. I can just sort of toss one together. But if I haven't done it, then I don't care. Go ahead and message me. You'll get it through private message, and that's another way to do it. It's not about me getting people on a list necessarily. It's always a nice bonus, but the point is to be front of mind with people for your generosity and for your solutions and for your interest in them getting what they need. So yeah, be patient with yourself. It does come around. However, it's not automatic. You have to begin to create your own invitations for people to say yes to. And yeah, hope there's something there for you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.